Today we are going to explain a South Korean crime action movie called Unstoppable. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The movie kicks off in a bustling fish market, alive with the vibrant energy of trade. Here we meet two friends, Kang Dong-chul and Chun-sik, who arrive with crates brimming with the freshest catches from the sea. They're fish suppliers delivering orders to traders. There's a problem when a merchant can't pay a fee, which worries them. However, as Kang's boss passes by, they show respect towards them. Soon, Dong-chul gets a call and they meet Chairman Park and Lee about crab investment. They like the idea and invest the money Dong-chul borrowed in this crab business. At a nursing home, Dong-chul's wife, Ji-Soo, cares for an elderly man. Ji-Soo has two jobs to support their family. On their way home, Dong-chul asks her about investing in king crab, but she gets upset because past investments turned out to be scams, leading to debt. Elsewhere, a man named Ki-tae and his gang break into an apartment and attack a debtor. When he's about to kill him, the debtor's daughter, So-yin, arrives and is shocked. Ki-tae takes So-yin as a hostage due to his attraction to her. On their journey, their car accidentally hits Dong-chul's car. Dong-chul steps out to inspect the damage. In the back seat, Ki-tae tries to hide the kidnapped girl. Dong-chul approaches Ki-tae's car and asks the driver, Doo-sik, to report the accident to the police. However, Doo-sik refuses and tosses money at Dong-chul instead. Ji-soo notices this, scolds him, and urges Dong-chul to call the police. Ki-tae, attracted to Ji-soo, comes out of the car, starts beating his driver, and apologizes to Dong-chul. Frightened, Dong-chul and Ji-soo quickly leave the scene. The following day, Dong-chul visits the merchant union's office to claim his unpaid wages. Chairman Kang reluctantly gives him an inadequate amount that doesn't match what was promised. Later, Dong-chul and Chun-sik go to a convenience store for lunch. Chun-sik vents about his financial struggles and the unsuccessful crab investment. Simultaneously, Dong-chul gets a call from Chairman Park, revealing that the crab ship was seized by Chinese authorities for illegally passing through their waters. Hearing this, Dong-chul and Chun-sik become more overwhelmed by their financial issues. Meanwhile, Ji-soo consults a lawyer about her apartment rental concerns. The lawyer provides valuable advice. Unbeknownst to Ji-soo, Ki-tae's men are observing her from across the street. That evening, Dong-chul takes Ji-soo out for her birthday dinner. During their talk, Ji-soo suggests a fake divorce to keep their apartment, but Dong-chul gets upset and rejects the idea. He confides in her about his unsuccessful king crab investment, and she becomes furious upon hearing the amount. After calming her down, he goes to fetch the birthday cake, but she leaves before he returns. Taking a taxi, Ji-soo arrives home feeling guilty and texts her husband to hurry back. Excited by her message, Dong-chul rushes home from the restaurant. Amid heavy rain, his car stops due to a man named Lim-ju who is transferring items to another car. Back at home, Ji-soo is kidnapped by one of Ki-tae's henchmen. When Dong-chul returns home, he discovers the apartment in disarray and Ji-soo missing. Worried and anxious, he rushes to the police station to report the situation. The police show him the apartment building's CCTV footage, but someone had intentionally disabled the cameras in the area before the abduction. As Dong-chul leaves the police station, he receives a call from Ki-tae. He forces Dong-chul to listen to Ji-soo's desperate voice, pleading for help. Ki-tae informs Dong-chul that he has left a business card on the fridge and invites him to meet at a restaurant. Upon Dong-chul's arrival, Ki-tae instructs him to open a bag placed in front of him. Inside the bag is a large sum of money, which Ki-tae claims is the price for Ji-soo, and he makes it clear that she won't be returning home. Feeling let down, Dong-chul and Chun-sik bring the money to the police station to report Ki-tae. After the investigation, the police suspect Ji-soo might be a victim of human trafficking. The determined Dong-chul returns the following day to inquire about his wife's case, but the officer's response is lackluster due to the absence of leads. At the station, Dong-chul notices posters of missing women linked to human trafficking. Dissatisfied with the police's progress, he takes matters into his own hands. He seeks unpaid wages from the merchant union to fund his investigation but faces resistance from Chairman Kang. A fight ensues, and after a skirmish, Chairman Kang eventually relents. Leaving the union, Dong-chul and Chun-sik meet private detective Bear. Hearing their story, Bear asserts that Ji-soo's case involves human trafficking rather than a simple kidnapping. Despite initial frustrations, Chun-sik persuades Dong-chul to hire Detective Bear, renowned for his expertise in such cases. They hand over their remaining funds to Bear, but he deems it insufficient. Chun-sik then privately promises Bear a 5% cut from their king crab investment. The next day, Bear identifies the license plate from the CCTV footage of the money bag's placement. They trace it to a man named Choi Man-sik, who confesses to selling his license number due to a gambling addiction. Chul, Chun-sik, and Bear visit Choi Man-sik's house and press him for information. He admits to the sale and reveals the involvement of a bookie. They proceed to the gambling den that Choi Man-sik mentioned. At the casino, Chul and his companions inquire about the owner. However, their questioning raises suspicions and the owner sends her men to attack them. Luckily, Chul successfully defeats them, prompting the owner to share the needed information. Later, Chul heads to a nightclub mentioned on a business card given by the casino owner. Sadly, the card is outdated and the club's ownership has changed. On his way home, Chul spots a man unloading young women from a car at the nightclub. Intrigued, he peers through the car window and finds a business card similar to the one he discovered earlier. He recalls the man resembling the person who delayed his journey home. Confronting the man, Chul urges him to step out of the car. However, Lim-ju ultimately escapes from the scene. Later, Chul receives news that the police have found a body. Anxious, he hurries to the station to identify the corpse. Luckily, it's not Ji-Soo. The next day, Detective Bear uncovers that the deceased woman had been missing for 2 years and was in a coma prior to her abduction. Curiously, her husband confessed to the police at one point. The trio then meets the woman's husband, who reveals that his wife was in a coma and they sought donations for her treatment, even appearing on TV. Ki-tae later approached him with a substantial sum of money for his wife, claiming she was still alive but comatose. Regretfully, he accepted the offer. Before leaving, the man shares crucial information about the people involved in the matter. As Chul and Chun-sik examine Choi Jun-yeon's notes in the car, a sudden tragedy occurs. Choi Jun-yeon falls from a building and dies instantly. Following this, Chul tracks down the moneylender's office mentioned in the notes. Surprisingly, it's the same place listed on the business card from the car accident. Chul confronts Doo-sik, the driver, and brings him to Detective Bear for questioning. Meanwhile, Ki-tae witnesses this from afar on CCTV. Ki-tae video calls Chul and displays Ji-Soo, captive and suffering. He demands Chul to kill Doo-sik to save Ji-Soo. Chul chokes Doo-sik, rendering him unconscious. Seeing Doo-sik seemingly lifeless, Chul manages to get more information from him before reviving him. Chul devises a plan to recover Ki-tae's money, all while Ji-Soo remains captive. The next step involves a daring move at the police station. Chul and Chun-sik adopt disguises as prosecutors at the police station. Posing as officials from the central office in Seoul, they request the money bag for further examination, claiming it's related to an ongoing case. Although the officer agrees to hand over the bag, he contacts the lead detective against their objections. The detective confirms that no such request has been made to the prosecution. Chul, sensing their cover is compromised, takes action. He orchestrates a distraction by detonating a police detective's car, diverting their attention. Amid the chaos, Chul and Chun-sik successfully make their escape with the money. In another setting, numerous kidnapped women are held captive by Ki-tae and his henchmen. Ki-tae's anger flares when he discovers Lim-ju's inappropriate actions towards a woman attempting to escape, prompting him to mercilessly beat Lim-ju with a baseball bat. Soon after, Ki-tae receives a message from Chul, informing him of the successful retrieval of the money. Fueled by a mix of satisfaction and suspicion, Ki-tae arranges a meeting with Chul at his hideout. However, his intentions take a sinister turn as he orders his men to eliminate Chul once the money is back in their possession. Simultaneously, Chul discreetly informs the police about the impending meeting with Ki-tae, triggering a potential intervention. Meanwhile, Ji-Soo and her friend, trapped in dire circumstances, attempt to escape through a window. Sadly, only Ji-Soo manages to break free as Lim-ju thwarts her friend's escape. Facing the dire situation, Ji-Soo urgently flags down a passing taxi and pleads to be taken to the nearest police station for help. As they neared the police station, the taxi got caught in a traffic jam. Seizing the moment, Ji-Soo decided to disembark and sprinted towards the police station on foot. However, her progress was halted when a car pulled up at an intersection and Ki-tae emerged, ready to apprehend her. The subsequent day, Chul and his companions finally locate the place where the captive women are held. Determinedly, Chul charges into the building, confronting and overcoming anyone in his path as he ascends to the upper floors. Meanwhile, the abductors are preparing to relocate the other captive girls to a different location. In the midst of this, Lim-ju, who is in a nearby room, hears commotion outside and rushes out to investigate. Unfortunately, he crosses paths with Chul and ends up on a receiving end of a beating. Meanwhile, Bear and Chun-sik manage to free the kidnapped women, and soon after, the police arrive on the scene, swiftly apprehending the kidnappers. On the other hand, Dong Chul searches for his wife, suspecting she might have left through the bent window trellis. He unexpectedly comes across Ji-Soo and Ki-tae's car. Recognizing Dong Chul, Ki-tae speeds up, prompting Dong Chul to chase after them, resulting in a collision that sends his car rolling down a hill. Unfazed, Ki-tae grabs an axe and heads towards Dong Chul's car with ill intentions. Dong Chul catches him off guard, beating him severely before throwing him out of the car. Ki-tae pretends to apologize but then attacks him with a knife. Dong Chul defends himself, rendering Ki-tae unconscious once again. With determination, Dong Chul rushes to the car to rescue his wife. They reunite with a heartfelt embrace. Soon, an ambulance and the police arrive, marking a turning point. The criminals and gang members are subsequently caught, making headlines, and Dong Chul is deemed as a hero. The long-awaited king crab shipment finally arrives in Korea, bringing wealth to Dong Chul's life. With their newfound success, he and his wife open a lavish 5-star restaurant and relish life's luxuries. The film ends joyfully, showing Dong Chul and his wife enjoying a delicious meal at their own king crab restaurant, radiating happiness. Subscribe to see more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.